Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he hails from Del Boca Vista, Florida. He is Antonio, the Promise Thomas. One more time, man, he's dead, bro. And the other one's right out. There's a big difference between the legend and the man. And I want you to take a look at what will happen to you the next time you step in the ring with me. Because as we start to work this thing, I am the legend, you are the man. And there's a man, big difference between the two.
A mixed reaction here for Antonio the Promise Thomas. He's built up a name for himself in this business, but he is facing a CTWE favorite.
He hails from the Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. This is Bandido!
Bandido Jr. wearing that lucha mask, talking about his history, of course. Second generation superstar here in CTWE.
Absolutely. Let's not forget his recent history. We're talking epic battles with extremely talented people. Brian Fury, Michael Elgin, Ring of Honor talent, Adam Cole, yeah.
And let me tell you something, there is not a better guy in the business than Bandido Jr. Loves the kids, loves the fans, loves it here in CTWE. But this is a heck of a challenge. The Promise, you know, a former WWE developmental talent, an FCW Tag Team Champion, has had fantastic feuds. William Regal, Jason Blade, Sean Burke. He's wrestled for TNA, Ring of Honor, and of course over in Japan. And the ladies love him.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, CC, whatever way you cut it, this promises to be a terrific match.
If you don't stop making puns, I'm going to have to give up my pledge to Mr. Bricko to be polite. It's BriccoMania 5, trying to be civil. Look at those abs.
That's usually something I would say.
What would I have to do to get abs like that?
A lot of crunches and the Nick D'Angelo diet.
It sounds like a lot of work. Crowd getting on Antonio Thomas, the Promise, if you will.
Well, you know, I mentioned before you got to the position, CC, that the Promise has built quite a name for himself in this business, but Bandido Jr. is the CTWE fan favorite.
Absolutely. Bandido also makes quite a name for himself. He actually got to fulfill his dream and wrestle Jushin Thunder Liger, one of the greatest lightweights of all time. Collar and elbow tie-up, we are officially underway. Newcomer to CTWE, Rich Bass. Take over there by Thomas. Now Thomas, a very accomplished mat-based wrestler. Of course, you know Bandido, the lucha style, high-flying all over the place.
Definite clash of styles here. All it spells for the CTWE fans is excitement.
Absolutely. And you gotta wonder what's in store for the future of these two. Wow, what a takedown.
I think his foot caught him in the face a little bit there.
Well, it was a nice amateur maneuver, an ankle pick with a roll through, and you're right, he might have caught him in the face. Bandido kicks him off once again. Welcome to BriccoMania 5 here from Bethany Town Hall, Bethany, Connecticut. Thank you for joining us on iPay-per-view. Wow, hard for me to say. Make sure if you like it, get hashtag BriccoMania 5 trending. Bandido Jr., Antonio the Promise Thomas in the ring.
I'd like to thank our audience on iPay-per-view for joining us tonight.
We love you. Promise with the go behind. Nice counter there by Bandido.
You're probably a lot cleaner than our fans here in Bethany.
Side headlock now by Bandido, showing that he too has some mat prowess.
These guys definitely showing off their mat skills here so far in this contest.
Still a whole lot more action for you tonight. Bobby Lashley, Trent Beretta, both on the show. BriccoMania 5.
What about the loser wears a dress match coming
Can't
up?
wait. Bandido with a clean break there. Ooh. Crowd taunting Antonio Thomas with his old heartthrob moniker.
You know, this is why Joey Bricco has problems booking good talent here, because these fans heckle great competitors like Antonio the Promise Thomas.
Side headlock takeover. Head scissor now by Bandido. Antonio able to float up. Bandido once again to the side headlock. Wrestling at its finest. Nick Cradle rolls him over. 1 count. Bandido able to get to a standing base.
Absolutely. Bandido wrestling a smart match here.
Attempt at a back suplex, blocked by Bandido, maintaining control with the side headlock. You know, for a long time, Antonio Thomas has been the measuring stick here in New England. He's been one of the guys who's been able to break through that glass ceiling. And this match, you know, metaphoric at times, is Bandido can elevate to the next level of talent here in New England. Nice roll through there. Bandido still able to maintain control.
No doubt a win here is very big for Bandido. He needs a win here.
Thomas once again going for the back suplex. Connects this time, finally able to break the side headlock. And we've talked about this before. Not only is that move effective, it's also frustrating.
And disorienting.
Bandido in the process of getting put in a submission maneuver, able to get his foot on the ropes. Great ring awareness.
Referee Rich Bass doing a nice job here so far.
Crowd always fun here in Bethany, Connecticut. Thomas able to take advantage. Bandido on the ropes, literally and figuratively at this time, Nick.
Yeah.
European uppercuts, shades of William Regal.
It's been a pretty steady back and forth here.
Bandido springboard. Mexican style arm drag.
There you go, and that's where Bandido's gonna
Drop
get you.
kick. Thomas on the ropes now. Bandido rallying the crowd.
The Promise can't let Bandido get cooking like this.
Smart move by the Promise.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Thomas slides back in. Bandido saw him coming, ducks the clothesline. Hurricane Rana.
What a smart wrestler the Promise is, getting back in the ring before Bandido could dive.
Forearm in the corner.
I'm impressed.
Absolutely. Bandido has utilized that top rope DDT out of here. That could be what he's going for. Has put away Brian Fury. Thomas did his homework. Elevates Bandido over. Bandido shoulder to the midsection. Thomas obviously has some tape on Bandido, Nick.
Absolutely, he's doing his homework. Very impressive, all the best do.
Thomas now has a minute to take his breath. But no, he's choosing to take the fight to Bandido. They're out here on the floor right at the feet of our wonderful crowd.
Uh-oh, he's gonna run him into the post. Oh!
Bandido back first into the post. Rich Bass administers the count.
Well, that'll ground a flyer like Bandido in a heartbeat.
Excellent input, Nick. I'm glad they paid for you to go to broadcast school. Looking to go it again, and now just slamming Bandido against the ring apron. Thomas showing a bit of a vicious streak. Rolling Bandido back in the ring. Irish whip now by Thomas. Knee to the midsection, doubles over Bandido.
Yep, these guys are wrestling very intelligently, but I'll say this. The Promise has been on top of this match for a while now.
Suplex there by Thomas, 2 count. Knee to the back of Bandido Jr. as Thomas completely in control.
Well, he's definitely targeting that back at this point, CC, and that's a smart move.
Smart move as it affects your jumping ability, all that stuff. And we know Bandido likes to fly. Thomas has successfully grounded Bandido. Bandido's in a bad way right now. But you gotta know, those matches with Brian Fury had to prepare Bandido for a match like this. A match against Unbreakable Michael Elgin had to prepare Bandido for a match like
what
this.
A match that was.
Crowd thoroughly behind Bandido Jr. A different place for Antonio Thomas. Used to being the fan favorite. Elbows, Bandido finally free. Oh, we're going old school, Nick.
I love it.
Abdominal stretch.
Give me a good abdominal stretch over this flippy stuff any day.
Working over the midsection, trying to weaken that core, and a great roll through. 2 count. Antonio Thomas showing off years of experience, what those big matches do against some great talents.
Disrespecting Bandido a little bit, pushing the head, but I like the mind games in a contest like this.
Well, looks like he fired Bandido up.
It could backfire, absolutely, you do something like that. If Bandido hasn't been put down enough.
Thomas in the corner, choking Bandido. And Thomas has really just, the crowd turned on him, so he's letting them have it right back.
Yeah, he's not having this crowd here in Bethany, and they're not having him.
Splash in the corner. And another. Thomas picking apart Bandido.
You know, that's not just... Uh-oh.
Oh, no, Nick.
I love it.
Trademark maneuver there, Northern Light suplex. No, 2 count.
I am in full support of tactics like that.
The Olay chant kicking up from the crowd here in Bethany. And Thomas taking Bandido for granted. Just disrespecting Bandido.
He's feeling confident. He's been on top of this match.
Could be looking for the promised land, or in this case, the broken promise. Bandido able to block. Fist to the midsection.
He couldn't quite get the promise up.
Battling back and forth.
Oh, who's gonna win this? Who's gonna win this battle here?
Look at both of us just pause to watch the action. An epic encounter between these two. Bandido elevated over to the top rope on the outside. Blocks the punch from Thomas, returns with one of his own.
You know, CC, a match like this, a classic back and forth, you know, it reminds us why we love the business.
Absolutely. Catch as catch can. Two tremendous athletes giving it their all. Bandido now firing away, finding a second, possibly a third wind. Ducks and clothesline. Answers with a back elbow. Clothesline of his own. Now a fist. Firing up is Bandido. Irish whip from the outside into the corner. Into the other corner. And Ziggy. Bandido perched up the top. We've seen the high cross body and that missile drop kick. There it is. Missile drop kick as promised, reeling in the corner. Could this be the opening for Bandido, Nicky D?
If he needs to, if he's gonna win this thing, he needs to capitalize now.
Oh, Thomas able to get the knee up.
He had his opening, that was it.
Full head of steam.
Whoa! Out of nowhere!
Diving ace crusher by Bandido.
That's gotta be it.
Cover, could this be it? No! The Promise able to kick out. What a match we have here for you at BriccoMania and many more. Bandido feeding off the electricity in the crowd.
I don't think I've ever felt the crowd in Bethany like this, CC. This is unbelievable.
It's incredible, Nick. I have goosebumps.
Everyone is engaged in this matchup.
Roll up. No, Thomas rolls through. Looking for a Boston Crab, maybe. Bandido struggling.
He's been dominating Bandido's back. If he can get him in a good submission on the back, I think Bandido's toast. What?
Bandido drops him face first and
Oh
locks in
my
a submission.
God!
What a move! Not yet. We're waiting to see. Will the Promise tap out?
Oh man, crawling toward the rope. What a move!
Innovator of offense is Bandido Jr. Wow. Woo. Antonio the Promise Thomas shows why he made it to the show. Bandido looking, wondering what he has to do to put him down. Once again, Bandido, an emotional wrestler, feeding off the crowd.
Yep. I don't know. I think his back is too badly damaged. I think we're at the point in the match, CC, where one wrong move is going to cost it.
Absolutely.
Who's it going to be?
Kick by Bandido. Punch by Bandido. Bandido up to the top rope. High cross body, telegraph. Thomas able to get the drop kick up.
I think that was the mistake.
Looking for the broken Promise.
Oh! That's it. It's over.
No! What? Once again, going back to the well. Bandido blocks it. Floats over. Enziguri rocks Thomas.
Oh, man.
Snap power slam. 2 count only.
Can you believe these 2 counts?
Thomas with the Promise ring, locked on Bandido Jr.
That's got to be it, CC. That's got to be it.
Well, it's stretching the arms and the back, Nick.
He's right in the middle of that ring. He's going to have to break the hold.
Look at the expression of pain on the face of Bandido.
I can't believe it. He's dragging the Promise across the ring.
The Promise is an impressive physical specimen. What a job by Bandido.
Wow. Neither of these guys was willing to give an inch here at BriccoMania 5.
Thomas getting fired up. What is next for the Promise? How can he defeat Bandido Jr.? Crowd mocking Thomas.
It's just a matter of putting him away. I think 1 or 2 high power moves, Bandido's down.
Bandido perched on the top rope. Once again, those punches directly to the sternum. Bandido tosses off Thomas. Thomas not deterred. Uh-oh, Thomas looking for a top rope hurricanrana.
This could get ugly.
Bandido hangs on.
Oh, man.
Thomas basically just powerbombed himself off the top rope, Nick.
What back and forth action we have here.
Can Bandido get to his feet to capitalize? What a fist.
Now, the Promise didn't give him a chance to plan something. I like that.
Looking for a superplex now. Blocked. Bandido blocked again. Fist now at Thomas, able to back him down off the top rope.
Bandido is not willing to go off that top rope.
Never say die attitude, Nick. Bandido, a ton of pride, second generation superstar. Introducing the Promise to that top turnbuckle. Looking for that top rope sunset flip powerbomb. No.
Oh!
Smart maneuver.
That's
Brick
it.
City straight to the
That's
back.
it.
Super kick from Bandido. Cradle
Wow.
driver. 1, 2, 3, yeah.
I can't believe it. What a matchup. An incredible win from Bandido Jr. He can add another great match to the list and another impressive victory, CC.
Absolutely.
CTWE management's got to be noticing this guy.
You know they have to be noticing him right now. And I wonder if he was a little disappointed he wasn't in the Fatal 5-Way. Because he is #1 contender material.
Well, I tell you what, with a guy like Bandido, with wins like that, it's not a matter of if, but when.
And once again, I'd like to remind all of you watching on iPay-per-view, hashtag BriccoMania, the #5, and give it up for Bandido Jr. Nick, a ton more action coming up, including the next match, a CTWE specialty.
You're kidding.
A special attraction.
Which one? Which one?
Oh, you'll see soon, Nick.
BriccoMania 5, baby.
It's amazing what action so far. A new Shooting Star champion, AJ Cruz. A new #1 contender, Chris Battle. And then that match of the night contender, Bandido Jr. versus The Promise.